One of DC's most famous eateries is closing its doors for the first time in more than 60 years. Ben's Chili Bowl is shutting down tomorrow for some much-needed renovations. Ben's first opened in 1958 has been a staple in the DC community since then. Now the owners say it is time to give the historic building the love it deserves. Our Jacqueline Quinn is live this morning inside Ben's Chili Bowl with the details on this renovation. Good morning to you. And Jackie, of course, important to mention that this is only temporary and they'll reopen again in November.
That's right. You'll get your half smokes and your chili soon enough. This is temporary, but you know, this is an institution because it has been the centerpiece for the Black community, the civil rights movement. And if you look at some of those pictures, it kind of still looks like that in the pictures. That's what makes this place so great. You get to step back in time and visit a piece of history, essentially. So I'm joined now by Vida Ali. She is the daughter-in-law of the founders, Ben and Virginia Ali. And well, talk a little bit about what's going on and, you know, what's to change. What can people look forward to?
You know, I hope when people walk in, they still see the same charm and they get the same feeling. As you're going to speak to Stanley soon, he's been coming here since he said even when it was open in the late 50s. And I don't want that to change. Unfortunately, the place needs a little love and attention. As you can feel, like the age back, you can feel it needs a new, so we have to definitely do some repairs to the building. But we hope that those who are coming they say it's refreshed, but nothing has really changed. That's our goal. And we'll see how close we can get to accomplishing that goal.
Okay, so you guys are back, hoping for November, right? Yes. You're going to be taking down, keeping the memorabilia. Talk about that.
Yeah, so basically everything from the walls will come down because every photo here has a story, literally. That's how they made the wall. So yes, we will put back the photos and so forth and add more, add more memories.
All right, looking forward to it. And like you said, Stanley May has been a regular here since the 50s, the late 50s. Tell me about your experience and just how maybe you feel emotionally knowing that this place is going to change so much.
Well, I'm hopeful that it will change and bring about the change that that I experienced here. The new generation needs to have a place that provides them the kind of nurturing and the kind of support and early employment opportunities that Ben's has represented to this community for so long. So I am hopeful that it will continue to be that place long after, as the years roll on, this will become a part of the history of this place. And so we look forward to this change. I will always see it the way that I see it now because this was my reality, but new realities are to be built. And I hope that the next generation of people and the future generations will begin to embrace the new Ben's Chili Bowl in a way that I embraced the old Ben's Chili Bowl. And I hope to be around to see a lot of the new Ben's Chili Bowl.
Well, it's November, so it's soon enough. I know it feels long. All right, so if we walk in, generally, sometimes we'll see you sitting here, but sometimes you sit over here. Can I just ask you very quickly, you've been here a while, and you see this picture here. This is President Barack Obama, right? What is that like, having been here through all of the changes and meeting with civil rights leaders?
Well, at Ben's, everyone, as I've often said, check their celebrity at the door. Now, a United States president, it's very difficult for that to happen. But at the same time, and to be the first African-American president meant that, of course, that's a drawing card for everyone. But if he were to come here now and all, he would catch a seat at the bar or at the counter or in a booth and be welcomed by all the people around him. They would not necessarily crowd him other than the fact that they would want to take a picture with him, do a selfie or something. But other than that, he would be just another person at Ben's because people who have been coming to Ben's have seen so many people of note that while he is maybe next level, he is just another person who came and comes to Ben's for all the good things, the food, and also the camaraderie, and also to experience what this community is like in its at its base level. What makes this place special? What makes it special is the fact that the mayor used to sit at the counter over there, and nobody would even pay any attention to him. He would just be sitting there, and we would just continue to enjoy a basketball game on the television or do whatever it is we were doing, and let him enjoy his food and get up and leave and his entourage would be up there at the front. But we would enjoy everyone comes in and becomes a part of this place and not an exception to this place.
Thank you so much. So a reverence for some of the people here who are also community members. And if you come in here, well, I guess after the renovation, you might just catch Stanley here in his seat, or maybe sometimes here. He makes room for everybody because it gets pretty busy here, and they should be back in November. Marcella, I'll send it back to you.
Yeah, Stanley's certainly a good person to talk to. And a quick reminder, too, there will be a pop-up across the street, so you can still get your fix until they reopen. Jackie, thank you so much.